Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craft Tree and welcome to Thrifty Canucks Thrifty Thursday. And just some stuff that I got from the Lions garage sale and from my friend Betty. Thank you, Betty. So let's get started. Let's start with these. Now these are metal. I have no idea what they're for. But you can see this one here has a hole in it. This one here. Every fifth one has a hole in it. These are metal. And I've got 3 pieces about, they're about a yard long. And then some smaller pieces. Have no idea what I'm going to do with them. But I think they're kind of cool. I'm thinking like maybe putting a brad through there to hold it, like onto a spine of a book or something. Who knows? I just thought they were kind of interesting, too interesting to pass up. So I got, like I say, 3 chunks at a foot long and a couple smaller pieces. Set those off to the side. This is a little pile of stuff I got from Betty. And this is for McGavin's bread. And it is from 1953. And it's just kind of like a little story type thing. It's kind of cute. So, and then there is some cards. Vintage cards. A lot of them I don't know when they're from. There's a few that are marked, but just really fun old cards. They're always fun to get. This one here almost feels like fabric or like a wallpaper. It's quite cool. But just a whole bunch of cards. Most are used, but there is a few, like this one, that has not been used yet. There was, oh, this one says 1944, so I'm guessing they're all from right around that time. But just very cool. A couple of little thank you ones. This one here is really, really cute. Then there is these 3 cards. They're not a postcard, but they're just kind of cool. I like the flowers on them. An old picture. Then there is some old bank checks. 1921, 1922, 1919. So those are really cool. I'm going to scan those. There is this school report card from 1927. And this is actually pretty cool. The first page is written on, but all the other pages are blank. So that's kind of a cute little thing. There is this premium receipt book. Have no idea when it's from, but I'm going to guess it's kind of around the same time. Well, it says July 1929 there. So, and there's a tiny little bit of writing in from 1927. But that is pretty cool. And then there is this here, 1922. Not exactly sure what it is. I think it's got something to do with like the train routes and stuff like that there. I'm guessing. I recognize, like, it says Boston Bar, which is not that far. Lytton, Spencer's Bridge, Ashcroft, Kamloops, etc. So I think it's CNR. That was a railroad. So this is pretty cool. It's got some interesting little map type things, some advertising. Just a really fun book. Some ads back there. This all folds out somehow into a big thing. But that is really cool. I really like that. Just a cool Christmas card. It's used, but I can use that picture, I'm sure. And then there's this little bits of sandpaper, and then there's this graphite transfer paper. I have no idea what it's for, but I'm going to play with it and see what happens with it. So those are some few goodies I got from Betty. Went up and had coffee with her the other day. It's always nice having coffee with her and visiting. I got these at the Lions Club. These are really, they got the peacock in them. I don't know if the whole set's there. I don't really care. But they're not glossy. They're more like just a cardstock. Like a lot of cards kind of almost have a plastic coating. But these actually feel like paper or like cardstock. So those are kind of cool. I don't normally grab cards much anymore, but those ones I thought were nice. I got this big chunk of this stuff. This is nice for like on the binding of a book or something. So there's a nice big chunk of that. I got a couple of necklace type things that have these little shells that they've strung onto beads. I love having some of these on hand for when I do like a mermaid or an ocean themed journal. This one here is still new. The price tag's still on, or the label. So grab those. Then we've got some linens. Let's do this. This is like an embroidery pattern. It's got the fabric, it's got the thread, it's got lace. It's just got everything in there. So it's still factory sealed. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to grab that. I'll use it for something. Then we have a white placemat type thing with the, whatever you call this kind of, it's like a fabric, but it's made into a pattern. So that's pretty cool. These I find, the linens that I got, they do smell a little bit, but that's okay because I'll just wash them and they'll be fine. There is this here that has a nice crocheted pattern on it. A few stains, but that's okay. This is kind of just like a cross stitch as opposed to embroidery. Cute little doily. This here looks ancient, like really, really old. And it's just gorgeous. Very stained. It's got quite a few little holes in it. But I got it more for the lace around the outside. There is this here hanky as well, with lots of nice vintage lace around it. Hopefully you can see that. So that's really nice. I'm going to hand wash these things because I think they're too delicate for in the washing machine. Then there's this placemat doily type thing. This, I think this is really old as well. But that is pretty cool. Then there's this little pink piece of lace that's been cut out of something, but I figure I can use that somehow. We got this here. Now, I got this because I thought it was kind of cute. Somebody did like an applique of a little flying angel. It's all hand stitched. But I thought that was really, really cute for maybe the front of a journal or something. It was just too cute to leave there. And then there is this here, which is hand embroidered, and I'm going to say hand crocheted around the edge. There's actually two of these. There's that one, and then there's a long one. This one's got quite a few stains, but that's okay. I can tea stain it or something. I got a couple pieces of fabric. There is this piece here. This is quite a heavy fabric. There's not much here. It was something because there's a hem there, but there's more than enough there for a couple of journals or something. So I grabbed that, and then there was this here fabric, which was really nice. I love the colors. And it's about a foot by a yard or so. And then this is the same, but it was made into something. Not exactly sure what. Maybe just a really heavy-duty napkin. But I grabbed it, threw it in there with all the other stuff. Let's just kind of put that off to the side. Now, we got, this is the last thing I needed, was more lace. And there is a ton of it. It was just in kind of in a grubby box at the thing, so I took it all out and just shoved it into my grocery bag. And since I got home, I shoved it all into this big baggie. Now there is bits and pieces. There is big yardage as well of this. Just tons and tons, and it is like packed solid into this bag. I really don't need more lace, but it's one of those things that it's hard to leave behind. This is really pretty. It's got like yellow and green in it, but there is like all kinds of lace, trims, ribbons, just a mixture of all kinds of things, different widths, different lengths, colors, just like tons and tons. So I'm not going to pull it all out. This was quite nice too. And it's got like a velvety ribbon in there. But I'm going to put that in my big pile of lace that I need to put into some packages so I can part with some of it, because I've got more lace than I could ever use. But as I say, when it's at the Lions, it's always a good deal. And then one more thing that I got from Betty, and she asked me, she says, do you want my wedding dress? And I'm like, sure, but you do know I'm going to cut it up. And she says that was fine. Decided it was time to get rid of it. The front of the wedding dress has a big stain on it from, she spilt some juice or something when she got married, but that's okay, that doesn't matter. But there is a big long veil, and it's got this here trim all the way around it. So I'm going to start by taking that off. It is stitched on, so that'll be good. So there's probably going to be, it's a really long veil, really long, and it goes all the way around. So my guess is there's going to be 6 or 7 yards of this trim. So that will be nice. It's going to take a while. And then I've got all this tulle. I'll probably dye some of it just because there is so much of it. Not sure what I can use on this headband. It's glued on, but I'll try and see if I can't pull it off. There's some beads and whatnot on there, which I can probably take off, I'm sure. But there's that there. And then here's the wedding dress. It's not fancy or anything like that. All the skirt part is kind of just a satiny, but there's lots of stuff on the bodice. You can see the stain here, but that's okay. And then there is like a mesh type thing. This is almost like a netting, so that'll be a nice chunk of lace. It's got huge big sleeves, so not sure what this material is. As you can see, it's very see-through. It's almost sparkly, but not really. But it'll dye, so it'll be good for in clusters or whatever. So I'm going to be taking that apart for sure. And then, of course, the whole bottom part of the skirt, it's got like this material, see-through material, and then underneath is it's not really silky or satiny or that, but it's quite heavy, so it would actually make good covers and stuff, I think. And being white, I can very easily dye it, so that's good. So anyways, this will be my first wedding dress to take apart. I always keep an eye. The thrift stores want way too much for them. So, but I'm looking forward to all that trim that's around the veil. But this is my little crafty haul from today and the other day. Now that I did the video, I can put it away. I'll wash up all these and just, yeah, start working on some of these and getting some kits put together for the shop and stuff. I'm thinking on making an album on Facebook in my group, and then I can put some stuff on there for sale, because then I won't have any fees, so it'll be easier to sell it for a lot lower price. Really, a lot of the stuff, I just want the postage out of the deal, because half of the fun is going and getting and finding this stuff. So I hope you like this little haul. Check out the links below, and check out the Facebook group and all that other fun stuff. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.